Hi, Dr. B here, and today we're going to explore the use of cost cards in our menu planning and cost control class. So you might ask, well, why do we need a cost card? Well, we don't want to flop our business. If we add up all of our food, labor, overhead, and profit, this should equal 100% of our total sales. Well, if our food cost percentage is running too high, it's going to come out of our profit in other areas. So some experts say 80% of these establishments will flop if they don't, or if they're not really careful with their money. So we can't know how much to charge for a plate unless we know how much the food costs. So first, let's start with a cost card. From the bottom to the top, and let's start with the top first. Today's cost card is the Cajun chicken pasta. This uses a boneless chicken breast, and it costs the University Dining $3.61 per pound according to the invoice cost. So what we need to do is put the recipe amounts, find out what our as purchased amount is going to be, get our recipe cost per unit, and then get the individual ingredient costs. So our recipe says that it's going to cost us, the amount of chicken we need is 1.5 pounds. The next step is to decide what is going to be the edible yield percentage. The edible yield is just the weight of the actual product. So for chicken, the boneless chicken breast, it's going to be an edible portion. That means we don't have any extra bones or any skin we have to take off, so we don't have any edible yield percent. So basically, when it's an edible portion, it's basically just going to be 100%. But we still take that 1.5 pounds of our chicken and we divide it by our 100%. So that would give us our as purchase amount as 1.5 pounds. So we already know what the invoice cost is. So let's find out how much each individual chicken will cost. Well, it's $3.61, and the way we found that out is we took $3.61, we divided it by our unit, which is 1, and that gave us $3.61. The next step is to find out how much our individual ingredient cost is. So we take $3.61, we multiply it by 1.5, and that gives us $5.42 for our individual ingredient cost. Okay, so this wraps up the top of the cost card. Now we'll move to the bottom.